Why Kevin Stefanski's behavior toward Shedeur might not be what you think. Let me say this clearly. None of this is confirmed. This isn't presented as fact.
This is simply what a source shared behind closed doors, and it forms a storyline only a few people around the league are whispering about.
But if you're wondering why Kevin Stefanski doesn't seem to like Shedeur Sanders, why he avoids saying his name, why his body language feels cold or dismissive, there may be an answer that didn't start in Cleveland at all. According to the source, what people are seeing now has nothing to do with Shedeur personally. They said the real story goes back years, long before this draft, and most fans would never connect the dots unless they know what actually happened between Kevin Stefanski and Deion Sanders. The source put it simply, people think this is about Shedeur. It's not. The real issue started years ago between Kevin and Deion, and nobody ties it together. And once you hear the backstory, everything Kevin is doing now suddenly makes a lot more sense. According to the source, the tension between Kevin Stefanski and Deion Sanders didn't start in Cleveland. It started years ago, back in Minnesota, when Kevin was serving under Mike Zimmer. While Deion was on national TV, he repeatedly criticized Minnesota's offense, the same offense Kevin helped design. He called it conservative, predictable, limiting to quarterbacks. He never said Kevin's name, but in the NFL, everyone knows who that kind of criticism hits. The source told us, Kevin took that personally. He is stubborn, he holds grudges, and he doesn't let go. But that wasn't the only moment Kevin remembered. In March 2018, Deion tweeted, "If I'm a young QB, ain't no way I'm going to Cleveland. I'd pull an Eli Manning." That tweet has never been deleted. And according to the source, Kevin absolutely noticed that. To Kevin, if Deion didn't delete it, he still meant it. Fast forward to the 2025 draft. As the Browns evaluated Shedeur Sanders, the source says Kevin paid attention to something subtle, but significant. Deion still hadn't deleted that tweet. According to the source, Kevin interpreted that tweet like a message, intentional or not. If you draft my son and he struggles in your offense, I already told the world Cleveland kills quarterbacks. In Kevin's mind, that was a pre-built excuse, a way for Deion to protect his son and shift blame before Shedeur ever touched the field. And the source didn't hold back. Behind closed doors, Kevin does not like Deion at all. Now add the final twist. Instead of Shedeur, the Browns drafted Dillon, the quarterback from Oregon, coached by Lanning, who has publicly feuded with Deion more than anyone else in college football. Lanning versus Deion became the biggest rivalry of the year. Dillon was in the middle of that storyline, and Dillon's WWE Media Alliance only magnifies the drama. To the source, this pick wasn't just football, it was symbolic. A coach who remembers every slight. A tweet that never disappeared. Old criticism from Minnesota. Personal dislike behind closed doors. A quarterback tied to Deion's biggest rival. A draft decision with layers beneath the surface. The source summed it up. This move had layers. It wasn't just drafting a quarterback, it was Kevin answering years of history. Again, this is not confirmed, not proven, and not presented as fact. This is simply the theory shared with us privately. And it lines up with what many fans have quietly suspected for years. A feud that started in Minnesota. A tweet that never went away. A son caught in the middle. And a draft move that might have roots no one ever expected. This information might surprise a lot of people, even Cleveland's media, and possibly a few inside the building. They may have no idea why Kevin acts this way. Everyone sees the strange energy, the distance, the hesitation. It confuses people. But this backstory, if true, could explain everything. This is Psyop Sports, decoding the mind games behind the headlines. If you like our analysis, help us grow, subscribe, share, and stay awake.